I bet there are a few runs scored up there this afternoon. Australian harness racing went back in time today as horses in the Bicentenary Cup at Moonee Valley used sulkies similar to those back in the early 1900s. And judging by today's success, it could also be the look of the future. Australian harness racing conformed to the narrow sulkies early this century after previously using the wider cart. Today in the feature at the Valley, both horses and drivers took on a new look as the wider sulkies were tested in race conditions. The International Sulky is manufactured in Australia and exported overseas. Because of our tracks not conforming to a consistent standard, their use is limited, which in many instances affects the performance of the Australian-bred horse. New South Wales 2-year-old Roliella proved the merit of the international cart by smashing 2 world and 6 Australian records time trialling with the International Sulky in May last year, running the mile in 1:55 dead. But using the narrower, longer sulky since has failed to even get close to that time. Designer and manufacturer Jim Walsh sees the overseas leading us with our own product.
It's worth bearing in mind that in the USA and Europe there are tracks that are as narrow as some of our tracks, and they still use the wide sulkies. Nobody thinks to make the sulky narrow to suit the track. If speed is your aim, you use the best equipment. That means the track and the sulky.
The stress pull factor is less and designed to keep weight off the horse's back and shoulders, creating greater speed and performance. If this export comes back to our racetracks, it may save our breeding industry millions of dollars and overvalued imports and create Australian horses for export. As with this sulky, we've proved our horses can run the times of those overseas. And there was racing of another coat at Sandown today. Let's check the feature TAB Daily Double for 12 Past Habit and 2 Gavel, paying $99.65. The Quadrella for the numbers 5, 7, 1 and 2 will return you $1,890.15. And for the Quad Extra, you need the combination of 12, 1, 2 and 9 to collect $15,969.60. Well, turning to racing tomorrow, it's at Moonee Valley and Bert Bryant selects the Sydney Colt Flotilla in race 7 as his best bet. That's Flotilla number 1 in race 7 and will be in the capable hands of Brent Thompson. And Brian, that wraps up sport.
Thank you, Robert. In Tats Lotto, 1 Division 1 winner will...
In only his 3rd race back after a serious race fall last September, jockey Gary Willits returned to the winning list at Sandown this afternoon. Willits broke both wrists in the fall, but was untroubled in booting home the winner in the first on the card. Nanyutara at 5-4 was the first of 3 favourites successful for the afternoon, with Plush Embassy at 15 second and Lord Chevalier third at 9-1. Race 2 was the Bicentenary Handicap, with the long shot Zone successful at 66-1, giving apprentice jockey Stephen King his first city winner. Second was Open to Offers at 11-4, with Silver Scout third at 6-1. Spadance at 5-2 was the unplaced favourite. Lady Coburn at 14s won the 3rd from fast finishing 7-4 favourite Sausalito Sal and Stagecraft at 8-1. In race 4, Luxury took money at 11-2 from Dulcind at 12s and 13-8 favourite Ebulance 3rd. The grey Carawan was the favourite in race 5.
Jubilee Poet tackled by Carawan inside the 200. It's dashed away. They're followed then by, back behind them, Wilkie Mack, but Carawan is streaking clear. Oh, he's making a one-act affair of it. Carawan will win it by about 4 or 5 lengths to squeeze $1. Third is Wilkie Mack, and they're followed in then by Sovereign Rock.
Carawan with Greg Hall up at 9-4 from Squeeze $1 at 33s and Wilkie Mack at 14s. Top weight Grenobia was the favourite in race 6.
King and Coda joined by Past Habit, superimposed on the inside. Past Habit going home a bit better out wide's taken the lead, and Past Habit's got up to win it. Past Habit has won second, either King and Coda, superimpose or Warren.
Past Habit had the winning habit at 10s, with King and Coda getting second money at 13-2 and Superimpose at 16s. Grenadier unplaced at 5-2. Form followed the handicapper in race 7.
3 lengths beat that under the whip, and then Royal Bistro and Shackle Star. But Call Me the Breeze is broken clear with about 50 metres to go. Over 2 lengths to beat that, trying hard, but Call Me the Breeze is too good. Call Me the Breeze beat that in second placing. Benefactor third. They're followed.
They went past the post in order of weight. Call Me the Breeze at 5s, beat that at 4s and the 11-4 favourite Benefactor. Gavel was the favourite in race 8.
Run and then came Quick to Shift. It's still in front. Gavel with about 100 metres to go from Lord Vegas. Martian Sun and Quick to Shift, and Gavel's going to lead all the way again. Too good. Gavel wins it by about 4 lengths. Lord Vegas third, Quick to Shift. They're followed by Martian Sun.
Never headed from the 200. Gavel won it at 3s from Lord Vegas at 4-1 and Quick to Shift at 50-1. Princess Zegna at 14 to 1 won the last from Mean Dancer at 6s and Fashionville at 7s. Show of Flowers was the unplaced favourite at 5 to 4. The quad extra today paid $15,969.60, while the quadrella for 5, 7, 1 and 2 paid $1,890.15, and the daily double for 12 and 2, $99.65. The first weight for age race of 1988, the William Reid Stakes at Moonee Valley tomorrow, has drawn a field of top-class gallopers. Greg Miles says Campaign King, which won the race 2 years ago, can do it again. Campaign King will be ridden for the first time by Bart Cummings' new stable rider, Brent Thompson. So Greg's daily double is 1 and 6 into 4 and 1. The extra double, 2 and 4 into 4 and 1, and the quadrella, 4 double 1 4, and the quad extra, double 1 double 4. So that's all the information you need to have a punt tomorrow, Mary.
Absolutely, and I've got it all down pat.
Have you?
Peter,
Good.
thank you.
Thanks.
Now our weekly community services segment over here.
Highlight of racing at Sandown today. 4 months ago, Gary was involved in a shocking fall at Flemington. Today, he bounced back with his first winner since on the favourite in the opening race.
Alunda Sand in front. Willits bursts his way through on Nanatara. It takes the lead from Lord Chevalier and Plush Embassy, and Gary's home in this. Nanatara's 2 in front and Willits is back. Lord Chevalier and Plush Embassy fight out the minors. Willits wins the first on Nanatara.
Well, it was just tremendous to get a winner so quick, and I just especially like to thank Jeff Murphy and also Michael Clark, because Jeff didn't actually think I'd be back this weekend, and it engaged Michael for the horse, and he said to me, look, I'll see Michael to see if he minds getting off the horse and give you a winner straight away. So it's, I'm really thankful to both of them.
And Nanatara in the first drifted to 5 to 4 favourite after it sweated up in the mounting yard and paid 85 and 60. The other big story today came from another jockey, 18-year-old Stephen King, who rode his first winner. It was in the second race. It was on the 66 to 1 chance Zone.
Zone coming at it hard with Silver Scout and Iskra. Open to offers, tackled by Zone. Zone open to offers and Silver Scout late. Zone's taken the lead from open to offers with about 50 to go, and Zone first up's going to win. From open to offers, Silver Scout, Iskra. Then Dalpic, King's Talk running on behind
Stephen King, the winning jockey there, his first win in the metropolitan area. The multiple forms of betting today. Quaddie was 5, 7, 1, 2, 1,890, 15. The quad extra was a huge one, 15,900 for 12, 1, 2, 9. Daily double on 12 and 2, 99.65, and the extra double on 11, 5, $56.15. Racing at Moonee Valley tomorrow. It's a very big meeting with the William Reid Stakes. The selections for the quadrilla, we've gone for 4, 5, double 1. Quad extra, 5, double 1, 4. The daily double, the first leg is the William Reid. It's 5, 4 and 3. Second leg, 1, 3 and 4. And the lucky long shot at 25 to 1 is Raveneur. Race 5, number 5 in the William Reid Stakes. Well, harness racing took a further pace into the future today with the introduction of a new international sulky. The carts used in today's feature event at Moonee Valley, the Australia Day Cup, were nearly 2 metres wide.
The American-styled carts are half as big again as the normal sulkies, and whether officials, punters, trainers or drivers like it or not, they're the future of harness racing. Only 6 could fit across the track at the Valley today instead of the normal 9. There was some slight interference because of the driver's lack of knowledge of the bigger sulky, and the finish was exciting. Horses were spread right across the track, and the eventual winner, Dancing Pebble, nearly ended up in the petunias.
They're really not suited here in Australia, but the way the race worked out good, it was good for me today.
And the Valley played host to a personality race today. Jeff Amp, a photographer from The Age, drove a horse in the class of Popular Arm and romped him. Yours truly led at the start, but faded badly. Tony Banks, Eyewitness News.
He's on his way home, Mrs. Banks. Well, harness racing at Moonee Valley today, the quaddie, double 1, 5, 1, 2,900. The quadrilla was, or rather the daily double, 7 and 1, 63.50, and the extra double on 5 and 10, $24.75. Dividends in Tats Lotto draw 6, 7, 9, 1 winner in